Sacco and Felice, New York and New Jersey's premier attorneys at law. Their team brings decades of experience across a wide range of practice areas. Whatever life brings, they're your legal team. From everyday matters to complex cases, they've got you covered with the experience you need and the results you want. Because when life gets complicated, they make it simple. SaccoFelice.com. SACCOFILLAS.com. 2 C's, 2 L's.
Listen, all you New Yorkers. Excuse me, taxi.
Okay, we're looking around.
This is the 77 WABC minicast.
Walter M. Sterling, 44 past the hour, and you and I are talking to Father Jim Drucker. Father Drucker, it's very exciting for you to be on my show. I'm sure you feel it, don't you?
I am very proud and happy and honored to join you on the airways, Walter.
I'd like to hear your visceral reaction to the fact that Mayor Rudy Giuliani is very sick. He's in critical condition. He's at a hospital in Florida, may have a lung embolism, may have pneumonia, not clear. As we get the details, we will share the details. Father Drucker, your thoughts about Rudy Giuliani?
I would certainly ask everyone, wherever we are in the whole country, to offer prayers of your faith group. I, as a priest, will be praying strongly for this dedicated, loyal patriot and good Catholic. I will pray that he heals and stays on this earth to continue to do more work. My prayers are with him. My love is with him as a priest and as a military officer.
Father Drucker is a major in the Air Force. He was in Afghanistan during Desert Storm. It wasn't a myth to him. It wasn't an abstract. He was in Afghanistan. He has a Purple Heart. He served our country for over 45 years as a Catholic priest. Before that, he was a great entertainer. Father Drucker was one of the greatest rock and roll disc jockeys who ever lived. And now he's known as the rock and roll priest, Father Jim Drucker. How did you feel about the city of New York when he was the mayor?
I think he was fabulous, just what I knew. And I cut a lot of records, Walter, in New York City at Mirror Studios, Sound Studios, at Bell. Some of the greats. I had dealings with record companies at Roulette, at Scepter, RCA Records, had a group signed up. And all I ever heard was the great work he did to fight for the citizens of the very city that he loved. A marvelous man of dedication and stamina and strength, inner strength, a strength that very few have, that would stand up against evil, the rackets, the mob, and against bad politics.
Part of what he did that was so important is he made every police officer respect their own job, to respect their uniform, to make them comfortable with being police officers, to make them feel emboldened to do the right thing. I am haunted by something I saw a year ago, Father Drucker, haunted. There were 3 or 4 uniformed police officers on duty in July on the corner in a neighborhood. And some local kids, some local teenagers thought it would be funny to go up to these police officers and throw buckets of water on them.
Aye.
Right. And when I saw that, I'm like, well, they're going to turn around and arrest those kids immediately, right? They didn't.
You would think that.
They didn't. I can't imagine anything more likely to get me arrested than assaulting a police officer. That's like 1, 2, 3. You go to jail, you're going to be in there for a really long time. If Giuliani had been mayor, those kids would still be in jail, and nothing happened to them. And when I saw that, and when that was televised, what a signal that was to every thug in New York City that nothing's going to happen to you.
There has to be discipline, and Mayor Giuliani was a man of integrity. That is a lost word in today's world. There's very little integrity amongst our elected officials, amongst our higher-ups of any area, sadly. There are some, certainly, and thank God, but there are not many.
All right, Father Drucker, your thoughts about our men in Iran as a veteran?
I would ask that each of our audience would certainly be mindful that these are men and women who, when they put on a uniform, are going to serve around the world, other nations, to protect them and try to bring justice and peace and democracy, regardless of what they believe in personally. And they are truly men and women of integrity. I ask you each to say one prayer of your choice, that God would bless them, watch over them, and protect their commanders who give the orders for these young men and women to follow and to prayerfully bring the evil, suck the evil out of Iran and bring it to a nation of democracy, a republic, and a nation that can exist in peace with their own people and love for their own people.
The great veteran, Major, Father Jim Drucker, U.S. Air Force, thank you very much for being on the other side of midnight.
Listen to this podcast now
On the Red Apple Podcast Network. The Leadership Thread with Dr. Peggy Polonis.
I'm Dr. Peggy Polonis. Join me on each episode where I unravel the story that shaped leaders, tracing the thread that led them where they are today. Because leadership isn't born in adulthood. And thank you once again for joining us on the Leadership Thread, education, ethics, and sustainability.
Download all of Red Apple Media's podcasts right now through your favorite podcast platform.